A scandal too dark to contain is erupting into the open, as Erica Kirk is named by multiple survivors in a sprawling network of satanic child trafficking cult activity and secret psychological programs that even the mainstream media can no longer ignore. For centuries, the occult elite have flaunted their degeneracy in plain sight, using signs and symbols of membership right under our noses, while keeping the masses blissfully ignorant. But their arrogance is their undoing. We've cracked the code. Those very symbols, the butterflies, the hidden brands, the ritualistic marks, and now the smoking gun that will bring the whole rotten system crashing down.
Yes. First of all, that face he did that on purpose because that looks like pure evil. This is not to say that she's evil, but it looks like pure evil. The fact is that she has done the thing in Romania with the child trafficking that she was tied to. And I've seen some people in the comments say that she wasn't, basically she was about 17 at that time, that she wasn't really affiliated with her. It was somebody else. And I'm like, all right, so that means you got that information from propaganda, and that's fine. She said out her own mouth that she did that. That was her organization, that she got intact with the army, and all of that happened. And then they kicked that whole entire organization out of Romania because of the child trafficking thing that they had going on. So it's a fact that she was affiliated with that, and that was her, charity, I believe it was. And she talked about trafficking. And it's ironic they always go into trafficking because you were already kicked out a country. You was already kicked out of Romania. Then she says she went to China to do the same thing. And when I say the same thing, something with abused children. So it starts to track. Turns out she said that she lived in China. So he's like, all right, you lived in China, no problem. It's not a big deal. It's nothing to lie about. You lived in China. Turns out that she then turns around and say, well, no. She never lived in China. That makes red flags go up. Okay, something is there. We're going to figure out exactly what is there. But then ironically, people found the old video. This is why you shouldn't lie so much. Where Charlie even mentioned that she lived there for 6 months. Although Erica said afterwards that she didn't really live there. She only was there for like 2 weeks, a vacation, regular stuff. But then her husband thinks that she lived there for 6 months. Something is off. That's a big gap, 2 weeks and 6 months. And if her husband really believed that, then that tells us she just might have been lying to him a lot.
Across multiple photos, videos, and public appearances, the same occult symbol can be seen branded on the body of Erica Kirk. The same placement on the wrists, repeatedly visible over time, and yet designed to hide in plain sight. It's not random, and it's not decorative. Symbols like this are typically used to signal meaning or affiliation to people who know what they're looking at, while everybody else is expected to miss it and remain in the dark.
That looks like it could be, this is a masonry symbol, I believe. That's what that looks like. Maybe my eyes is bugging, but if y'all do see that, let me know if y'all believe this is this symbol right here, this masonry symbol. But then the other one looked like a horseshoe. So now I'm thinking it's just AI generated at this point.
Remember the Nexium cult? They did exactly the same. So, what are the marks that have been branded on Erica Kirk's body? And what do they represent? According to child sacrifice cult survivors, the marks on Erica's skin are a specific variation of the sigil of Lucifer, which appears as a chalice, which represents creation. The fertile darkness awaiting and ready for untold possibilities. Its purpose is a visual invocation during Luciferian ritual. By performing the appropriate ritual, the sigil acts as a gateway to invoke and bestow the power and presence of Lucifer.
See, that's a horseshoe, but that's the right hand. Or it looks like a horseshoe, or the headphones. I don't know about this one.
The satanic branding on Erica's skin doesn't end there. She also has a word written in cursive in white ink along the pinky side of both hands. Grok's pixel by pixel forensic analysis has confirmed it. 2 faint white ink tattoos discreetly placed on the body unmistakably read slave. This is no coincidence or edgy ink. It's a textbook signature of MK Ultra programming, ritualistic branding, and lifelong ownership by the occult elite who deploy such marked assets in the shadows. The chains never broke, they're literally written in the skin. And if that wasn't shocking enough, Erika also bears what looks like a monarch butterfly etched on her left shoulder blade. A chilling emblem straight out of the MK Ultra playbook. The butterfly symbolises the victim's forced transformation, shattered by trauma, then reborn with splintered personalities under total handler control, just like a caterpillar emerging as something entirely remade and obedient. This isn't random ink. It's widely seen as a signature mark of Project Monarch programming, flaunted in celebrity culture as a subtle nod to the occult elite's ownership. Combined with those hidden slave tattoos, the pattern is undeniable and terrifying. Epstein survivor Juliette Bryant knows the Luciferian pedo elite are obsessed with butterfly symbolism, because she's lived it.
I would like to know more about Epstein's Butterfly Trust, started in 2013 to pay off victims and accomplices. I was kidnapped by Jeffrey Epstein in 2002. I met him when he was in Africa with Bill Clinton and Kevin Spacey. This is my diary from 2002. I made it in January. I met them in September. Why did Epstein start the Butterfly Trust? Also, Sarah Ransom, another victim, has a blue butterfly tattooed on her arm. Virginia Giffer, another victim, uses a blue butterfly as her Twitter logo. What does the blue butterfly mean? And why did Epstein start the Butterfly Trust?
The elite have operated in plain sight for centuries.
Did she just say that she got the book in January of 2000? She started her diary in 2002 in January, but she met Epstein 9 months later? Unless that butterfly was on there already, or did she place that butterfly on there?
This is my diary from 2002. I made it in January. I met them in September.
The elite have operated in plain sight for centuries, pulling strings from the shadows, shattering innocent lives, and leaving their occult fingerprints on everything they touch. It's one big, sick satanic club, and they're all in it. But their signs and symbols, the tattoos, the butterflies, the hidden brands, will be their undoing. A survivor who escaped a high-level trafficking cult is now breaking their silence, exposing exactly what Erica Kirk's slave, ink, and monarch butterfly truly signify in this dark, rarefied world of programmed assets and elite control. What they reveal is devastating. The CIA didn't just experiment on individuals, they waged mass-scale psychological warfare on the public. Young boys and girls were systematically broken, traumatized, and reprogrammed. Survivors and whistleblowers describe being molded into perfect, obedient tools for the elite, programmed as sex slaves, or worse, Delta-level assassins, trained to seduce their targets, often via honeypot marriages, then eliminate them without remorse or memory, all while the handler pulls the strings from the shadows.
If anybody remember the DC shooter, I don't know if it was his son, it could have been his son that he was with. He basically manipulated that young dude to become a sniper with him. And if you go back to that story, which we should cover, it's an incredible story. But the moral of the story that I'm trying to tell is that people can easily be controlled and brainwashed, especially if you get them young. And that's a army vet that did that to a young boy. Imagine what the CIA, FBI, any one of those three-letter organizations can actually do to somebody with all the science and the best scientists that they have around the world. They can definitely fry your brain any way they want to.